I try to do around 20 of these IULs every month. I'm just burning, and I've been pausing some of them to move from Mutual over to F&G and a couple others. I'm not promoting, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. And
I'm a big F&G fan.
Yeah, I just, there's some young people that know parameds and just get them through as quickly as possible. And then there's a couple people that are 70 and just older and have a lot of money. So I'll need a little help, but I'm telling you what, this planner is, because I was selling quite well just with an illustration, but now that you have a planner and projections and you can put it together in a PowerPoint, it
will reach more people. It will reach more people because they have something to create meaning with, right?
Yeah. Otherwise, it's kind of like, do I like Scott? Do I trust him? And, let's see.
I mean, what he's saying, it kind of makes sense, but I don't fully understand what the heck he's talking about. So it's back to, do I like Scott? Do I trust Scott? Do I believe what he's saying? And there's, it's the bigger the case, and there's only so many people that are just kind of default optimistic and trusting. That's a smaller segment of the population. The rest of them, they need like kind of validation and confirmation in a process to believe it for themselves. And so we need to be equipped with tools to transfer that belief. And we need to,
you want to know what else you've done for me? You've increased cash flow for me, because a lot of times it would be the illustration and we were working on how much the death benefit was and how affordable they could make it, when I was trying to flip the script in their mind, like, let's get the death benefit super low and let's grow your wealth because you've got a lot of time on your hands. And I went from selling a lot of $200 a month policies. Now I'm presenting $1,000 a month policies and $1,500. And because a lot of these guys have a lot of extra money, they're just, to your point, I don't mind giving Scott $200. He goes away and I've got another fund growing. But now I'd like to give $1,500 to Scott every month and see what this could, because if you're showing me the progress, it's amazing. So my point is that I went from spending a lot of money to get these leads and then to convert them to a $2,400 payout, or even a great one was like a $4,000 or $5,000 payout. Now they're more like 10, 12, 17. It's amazing. So I'm telling you, I'm so glad I found you guys, and I'm just excited. And right now I'm just trying to suck up all the knowledge you're throwing out, and I don't understand it at first, but then when I apply it back to these tables, and I'm like, that's why he's doing this. So it's a lot of fun. I'm very, very happy.
I appreciate that.
It's worth every single penny. This one policy alone will return being here.
Yeah.
Period.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for that feedback. And I find the same thing to be true for me. And what I personally do is, like, when you can show, come to a logical conclusion that the prospect can walk with you and get to the other side of the bridge and say, like, this makes sense, the cases are always bigger. And it's not for our best interest. They're bigger than there because they see how much better off they are, given the assumptions that we collectively agree on. And it's powerful. I on an annuity side, the agent prior to me with this client got 120,000. I showed 472 and closed 300. So, when you can make a case on the to the upper limit with sound financial principles that they agree on, like rule of 110 and stuff like that, everyone else is just doing what they're doing. It's like, what's the piece that's the low-hanging fruit that I can get them to agree on without them understanding too much, because it's too hard to understand given the tools that I'm able to present with. So I'm glad that you've had a similar experience, and I look forward to helping you,
Amen,
make
brother.
even more.
Hey, I'm just so happy. I'm showing people on my team that were writing IULs and could barely spell it to what I'm doing now. And it's like they're like, you know what? So now they're just like, I'll just send you the lead, you close it, give me half, or, give me a piece of it, because they don't want to take the time to get their head around it. But
right. But see, Scott, another great thing, about what you're doing from an attitude standpoint is just acknowledging that, you know, the reward of developing your expertise and the differentiation that comes with it. And when somebody gets to that step in the process and you're projecting their future, they instantly see you as the expert. Disclosure dramatically goes up, the amount of detail that they'll provide to you, and they see you standing beside them looking up the mountain that they want to rise to the top of. But it all comes from developing the skill, working on yourself, and having the open mind to say, the better I get, the better I'll be for the client, and the greater the victories are for both of you, you and the client. So
you put the whole picture together though, right? Because you have their social security income in there, you have their liquid savings, what are their monthly expenses, do they have a TSP or a 457, what's the match? And when you put this whole formula together, it's not like, hey, Scott, I need an IUL that you told me about, and I need $500,000 and thanks.
If only it could be that easy, right? That they would just tell you in the order takers and make these commissions, right? Yeah, it's just not. So true.
Yeah. And that I'm saying, hey, 5-minute conversation, maybe a 20-minute data exchange, and I'm going to be back to you in 3 to 5 days.